Good morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Wednesday, the 6th of December. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Coming up, I get to share with you the special donation made to the Imagination Library of Montgomery County. We'll have a look at that check presentation, who made the donation, and how these dollars will be used, and just how special it is. After that, I sat down with a chaplain from Claris Healthcare. She shares with us ways that we can walk through grief during the holiday season. She has some beautiful tips to make the next few weeks a little bit easier. After that, Devon O'Day introduces us to singer-songwriter Rachel Thibodeau. We'll have that for you. But first, let's get a check of stories that you'll find on our website, mainstreetmediatn.com. Concern is growing for some Pilgrim residents who say a pungent smoke continues to rise from the site of the original Pilgrim fire, with some claiming that the smell has triggered asthma attacks. Some homeowners near the initial brush fire site are worried that whatever is still burning may be releasing dangerous chemicals into the air since the brush fire that began on Saturday evening, November 4th, there in Pilgrim. Read more at mainstreetmediatn.com. Go to the Cheatham County Exchange for this story. This week, the Clarksville City Council will meet to vote on the first reading of the proposed ordinance to adjust the city's gas rates. The rate increase is being considered to alleviate the financial burden of having a $1 million deficit. You can read over the new service fees and gas rate comparisons by visiting our website and clicking on Main Street Clarksville. Now, this week's meeting is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. at the City Council chambers located at 106 Public Square on Thursday. An estimated 175 children showed up with family or friends to enjoy shopping with a member of law enforcement at this season's Shop with a Cop with officers from the Gallatin Police Department. The picture that you see is just a glimpse of the joy spread on this day. Each child could spend $200 with a few stipulations, of course. How was the spree funded? Find out by heading to Main Street Media's Gallatin News. Now let's get a check of the forecast with the team at Tennessee Valley Weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are looking mostly cloudy to start off our Wednesday here in the region with temperatures very chilly. Close to freezing for a lot of us here in southern middle Tennessee, but those temperatures will warm up, but not much this afternoon. We are only talking the mid to upper 40s for high temperatures in and around southern middle Tennessee with a breezy wind out of the north, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. So today, definitely going to be a chillier day, but this little cool spell is going to be short-lived. We warm up about 10 degrees for tomorrow afternoon, but we will fall back into the 30s overnight for your Thursday morning. But by the time we get to Thursday afternoon, we will be feeling nice and seasonable here in the region. Here is a look at your 7-day forecast. We are going to be nice and dry for the next few days, with temperatures eventually warming up after today's high of 48, 56 by Thursday, and lower 60s by Friday, and then mid 60s ahead of our next shower and storm chance. We are watching the storm system very closely for the potential for some stronger storms. Right now, confidence is just not there, but we are very certain that we will at least get a good rainfall Saturday into Sunday with a few thunderstorms in the mix.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Welcome back. Imagination Library of Montgomery County received a $10,000 check donation from local Rotary clubs yesterday afternoon. Sunrise Rotary Club, Clarksville Rotary Club, and Sunset Rotary Club were matched with $5,000 from Rotary District 6760 to equal that $10,000 donation. Your Imagination Library of Montgomery County provides this each month. A child from birth until age 5 at no cost to the family is able to receive an age-appropriate book thanks to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library of Montgomery County. Now, the books are made possible in this program by donations. That's through community foundations, corporations, grants, and individual donors. And this $10,000 from local Rotary clubs in the Clarksville area will make a huge difference.
This is a donation that will impact so many children from a very young age, and the opportunities that they have to have access to books during those very formative years will prepare them to be better successful in school. It provides them with an opportunity to learn about things that they may not see through their back door, and it's just a really good way to build a strong foundation in their lives.
To us, it's helping children not get left behind, but have the opportunity to get books or needed books, education, and open their imaginations.
I'm an avid reader. My kids are avid readers, and my grandkids now are avid readers. And they received books from the Imagination Library when they were little. And I think that was a huge start, to their love of reading. And I think, books being available to all children in our community, it's so important, and it's a head start in their journey to education and literacy.
When you see the babies that come in for library books, intensify that at home by, you're so important, you got mail, you have a library book that is not a library book, it's your book, you get to keep it. And they read it over and over and over again. So investing in early literacy is an investment in the rest of their life.
It takes $10,000 to fund just 1 month of the Imagination Library program. So Rotary clubs are putting out a challenge to other Civitan groups in the Clarksville-Montgomery County area. And if you would like more information on Imagination Library and how you can make that donation, just head to imaginationlibrary.com. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Beginning January 1, Delta Dental of Tennessee is introducing enhanced benefits for persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
It'll include extra cleaning times for people with special needs, extra time for exams. More importantly, we will create a training program that any dentist office in the state can go online and pick that up.
At Delta Dental, we believe that the quality of oral health care should be accessible and inclusive for all.
He shoots, and he scores!
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We are talking about grief this morning. This time of year can be incredibly hard for so many out there. To talk to us about grief and maybe ways to get through this season, we have chaplain with Claris Healthcare, Diane Housam. Thank you so much for your time, Diane.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Look forward to it. And it's a pleasure having you and talking with you because, again, this is a hard time. But this is something that you are interacting with families on a regular basis. You yourself have experienced it.
Yeah, every single day. Every single day. I don't think grief is something that we just put off. We have to deal with it and learn to deal with it every single day. And it sometimes starts before you even get out of bed, and you know you're still facing it, and it's the last thing sometimes on your mind before you go to sleep. So.
And someone could have lost someone, years ago. And this time of year, it kind of brings back the feelings, the emotions. You have the memories. What are steps that we can take to make this, I don't want to say easier, but more bearable?
I lost my brother 3 days before Thanksgiving. And, every Thanksgiving, it brings it right back up. Even though it's been years ago, it brings it right back up. And I think there's things that we can creatively do to make it different. Maybe if, say for him, he always liked to, cut the turkey. So we let the funniest person in the family now cut the turkey, just because he was funny. And it's kind of brought the tradition that the funniest person in the family cuts the turkey, which makes sense. But I think being sensitive, being mindful of those that are facing grief again, whether it's happened this year or 5 years ago, or just for the fact that their loved one's not there anymore. I need to be sensitive to it as I watch those. And it's just something we work with on a daily basis. But try to be creative. Try to think of some ways. I just lost my husband this year, 6 months ago, and we set up a little table and put a lot of the things that he loves on that table. So for right now, that's something we can go by. We keep a candle lit, oftentimes when we're at home. And it's just a reminder every day, that we're facing life without him, but yet we still remember him. And talk. The biggest thing we can do is talk. Talk about your loved one. Our society sometimes doesn't want to talk about the loved one. But in talking about the loved one, you're still making them alive, and still making their memories alive. And that really helps.
How can someone, and you mentioned that you did just lose your husband 6 months ago. You've lost your daughter 5 years ago. How can we, as a friend or a coworker or a colleague, what are the best ways for us to help someone who may still be grieving?
Don't run away. Even though you may not know what to say, call them. If you know they haven't gone somewhere for a while, go grab them and say, hey, let's go out for lunch today. I think anything that you do to show kindness and to have a listening ear, it's not what you say, it's not how you say it, it's just being there and offering to be there. And if they want to talk for 30 minutes about their loved one, you sit there and you listen for 30 minutes. But I think that's the greatest thing that we can do, be there. Don't run away, even if you don't know what to say, call them and just listen.
For someone going through that grief, and again, thank you for sharing with us, because there's so many out there who are dealing with this right now. When nobody's looking, what do you do to help continue to get you through?
That's a great question. When you're by yourself, you're able to let down, you're able to cry, you're able to breathe. I think the biggest thing I do is breathe. Deep breathing is something we don't do. Even if it means laying down on your stomach in the floor, it's your body's natural way to deep breathe if you don't know how to do it. And you're able to cleanse your breath. You're able to take in the world, and you cannot change death. You cannot control death. I don't know when it's going to come. I don't know when it's going to come for me. I don't know when it's going to come for you. But it's something that's going to happen. And taking a slower approach and saying, I'm going to make the most of today. I'm going to do today what I have to do. And then tomorrow we'll do this all again. But I think feeling free just to cry if you need to cry. I like to laugh. Laughter is a huge part, I think, of dealing with grieving. Just because it is funny. There are funny stories about your loved one. There are things you like to do with that person, and being able to laugh, but also, like I said, deep breathing. It helps tremendously.
Kind of backtracking a little bit. Your daughter, when she was first born, you were sharing before we got started that you were told that she wouldn't live long.
Yes.
And you had 28 beautiful years?
Yes, 28 years.
For those who may not have that long with their child, what can help them? Because the loss of a child, from what I've learned and what I've heard, is, it's unimaginable.
I don't think you ever get over the death of a child. The death of a spouse is a little different, but the death of a child is just always devastating. I still talk to Angel, and I think that's a huge part of my life that helped me. Don't be afraid to talk to your loved one. We laugh about it at our house and say, we're not losing our minds. But we talk to her sometimes. We feel her presence. And, we'll just outright say, Angel, how you doing today? Or I'm thinking about you today. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We believe you have to keep that person's memory alive. Mm-hmm. How do you do that? Oh my goodness. Do something for somebody else. Go to your local soup kitchen and help with, pour up soup. Christmas Eve, go to the hospital and offer, if you can, sing Christmas hymns. In other words, there's plenty of things out there that you can do for other people that are experiencing grief. We're all experiencing grief. Grieving is like your first Christmas story. Mm-hmm. In other words, you remember a favorite Christmas. Mm-hmm. We all remember a death that impacted our life. And so if we can think about that person and try to keep their memory of what they did. Maybe it's maybe they walked in a walk for breast cancer. Then walk and remember that person and print up a shirt and have that person's picture and walk in that. If that person made the neighborhood cookies, make cookies. Go deliver them to the neighborhood. Anything to honor your loved one. That's part of grieving, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's a creative way of approaching grief.
So getting creative, those honoring moments,
Yeah.
crying, darn it, if you need to cry, just freaking cry and laugh, and that's okay too.
Absolutely.
Diane Housam, chaplain here with Claris Healthcare. I appreciate your time and thank you for the, you reach out to people, because this is what Claris is about. They work with those who have lost someone. Just thank you for your words and thank you for sharing. Very much appreciate it. And I know this is going to be helpful.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, Diane.
God bless.
Oh, thank you. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up after this.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
At Implant and General Dentistry, we're proud to offer dental care you can trust. Our team, led by Dr. Andrew Flips, is dedicated to serving our community with the highest quality of care. We offer comprehensive dental exams, cleanings, whitening, and more. With our compassionate and experienced team, you'll be able to smile with confidence. Come experience the difference for yourself. Call us today to schedule an appointment or visit our website to learn more.
Sherry's Hope is dedicated to sharing the hope of Christ, protecting the health of our community, and supporting those who are fighting cancer. You can be a champion of hope this season. When you give monthly to Sherry's Hope, you help meet the needs of families in our community as they are battling cancer. Your monthly gift of $10 or more gives hope all year. Together, we can make a difference.
Smiles. These are the healthy smiles of real Delta Dental members. Folks with access to the nation's largest network of dentists and low-deductible plans with 100% preventive care coverage, all backed by over 65 years of expertise. Go online or give us a call to learn about affordable individual plans that meet your needs. 1-855-844-0445.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. We have a number of incredible, talented artists in the Middle Tennessee area. And this morning, Devon O'Day introduces us to singer-songwriter Rachel Thibodeau.
We're here with Rachel Thibodeau. And Rachel, story behind Good Directions.
The story behind Good Directions. Well, I was writing with Luke Bryan at Murrah Music, and we were both signed to that publishing deal at the time. And we had a co-writer that was supposed to be writing with us that day, and they actually canceled on us. And so we said, what should we do? Should we still write? And we ended up still writing, but we had just said, maybe we should just, instead of trying to write what everybody wants us to write, let's just write something fun. And so we ended up writing something fun, and it ended up being that song.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy good?
Yes.
Now, when you got it, to get it from the writing room to the artist is one thing, and then from the artist to the record is another thing, and then from the record to the radio. Wow.
Right. So actually Luke recorded it as well in the beginning, and it was on his first record. And then Billy recorded it around the same time. And so they both ended up recording it. So it was cool. But then Billy ended up singling it.
Into a cloud of dust, I told her way up yonder past the caution light, there's a little country store with an old Coke sign. You gotta stop in and ask Miss Bell for some of her sweet tea. Then a left will take you to the interstate, but a right will bring you right back here to me. Well, is this Georgia heat playing tricks on me? Or am I really seeing what I think I see? The woman of my dreams coming back to me. Woo! There's a little dobro solo here. It goes like this. Well, she went way up yonder past the caution light. Don't know why, but something felt right when she stopped in and asked Miss Bell for some of her sweet tea. Well, Mama gave her a big old glass and sent her right back here to me. Thank God for good directions and turnip greens.
Well, tell me a little bit about what's next for Rachel Thibodeau.
What's next for me is I'm really want to focus on writing with female artists. I still write with guys. I love writing with guys. I love writing with guy artists, but I really want my focus right now to be writing with female artists because I just think that, you know, I miss hearing women on the radio, and we need to be focusing on that. And so that's my major goal right now, is to be writing with, producing female artists.
As a producer, to be a female that produces, you've done this. Have you had any walls that you've hit when it comes to producing?
Not really. I've the projects that I've produced, and I haven't produced too many. You know, I'm still new to it, but everybody's been very supportive with the projects that I've done, and so I haven't hit any walls. Not to say I'm not going to, but I'm sure you know how it is.
Well, how do you balance marriage, kids, music?
It's really easy. You just prioritize. So family's first, and then while my daughter is at gymnastics and at school, that's my time to work. And so I just really make the most out of all those hours. And she's in competitive gymnastics, so that's 5 nights a week, 4 hours a day. So I have a lot of time while she's at gymnastics to work. Yep.
The pouring rain for days all by myself. Then I heard you calling my name. You said, don't worry. So Jesus, I'm here today, and I give it to you. I it to you. Every heartbreak, every mistake, I give it to you. And you still love me, even though I've turned away from you 1,000 times.
This Christmas, Give a Little Nashville needs your help to bring joy to children in need. We'll be hosting toy drives during the holiday season, so please donate toys for kids of all ages. On December 3rd, join us for our Cocktails with Santa red carpet event, where you can mingle with other supporters and enjoy festive drinks and food. Together, we can make a difference in our community this holiday season. Visit givealittle.nashville.com or find us on Facebook to learn more and register today. Welcome to Grin Doctors, your trusted pediatric dentistry and orthodontics practice. Achieve healthy, beautiful smiles with our expert care. At Grin Doctors, we are committed to your child's oral health and well-being. Trust Grin Doctors, your pediatric dental home for exceptional care. We go above and beyond to ensure the comfort and satisfaction of our young patients. Grin Doctors Kids Dental and Orthodontics is right down the street in Old Hickory, TN. Easy to get to and in your neighborhood.
You know that feeling you get when your team goes big? You can get that same feeling on Zen Sports. When you sign up for a Zen Sports account, you will receive up to a $1,000 no-danger first wager. That's right. When you place your first bet in Zen Sports, you can be reimbursed for the amount of your first bet up to a $1,000 maximum if the bet loses. No other sportsbook will offer you a premier sports betting experience with 24/7 customer support and faster withdrawals like Zen Sports. Zen Sports. Betting just got better. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 and up and in Tennessee to bet.
Welcome back. 'Tis the season. Here is a look back at the Clarksville-Montgomery County Christmas Parade that happened this past Saturday. Thousands turned out to either take part in the parade or they were there just to see the incredible individuals walking the streets there with their floats or their vehicles that were all decked out for, of course, Christmas, and Santa there to hear the last little wishes of the little ones there along the parade route. But a fun time had by all there at the Clarksville Christmas Parade. Oh, I just love it. Thanks so much for joining us here this morning. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.